Right, rugby semi-final. I'm relegated to the bedroom because of the kickoff time. So, welcome. You're in bed with 2 sets. That's probably more disturbing than you thought you were going to get on a rugby stream. But how's everybody doing? Mark Kiwi says, go Canes. Happy this one's on early. 10:30 kickoff in the States. That's not a bad time, is it? Simon's back in the Canes. Uncle's back in the Chiefs. Bosty's back in the Canes. Grace wants the Chiefs to win. Probably for the Blues, eh, Grace? Go the Chiefs, says David. Jacques says, hope for a good physical game. Hopefully this one's more of a contest than yesterday. The Brumbies kind of made a fist of it for a while, but ultimately the Blues never really looked like losing it today. And looks like a pretty good crowd there, eh, Uncle? Brad Shields just dropped the ball in the tunnel. Okay. Different. Hi, Mark, says Frankie. Chiefs win will be great for our Blues, but realistically it'll be a Blues v Canes game. Seems likely. What are the bookies paying, actually? I haven't even looked. TAB is the local bookmaker here in New Zealand. Sports. Super Rugby. Hurricanes playing $1.60. Chiefs paying $2.25. So kind of predicted to get it done by 3 or 4 points, basically. So pretty close. Oh, Junaid! People were asking about you yesterday, man. They were like, where's Junaid telling us to like the stream? Like the stream. Angus Gardner is the ref. Brad Shields hilarious dropping the ball down the tunnel. I know, right? Well, hopefully he's getting his errors out the way now. Blues deserve to make the final. What a game, David. I mean, Blues against Canes would be the two teams with the best records remaining, eh? And they kind of both beat each other home and away, so yeah, I've just had kickoff on my stream, so once the clock comes up, I'll let you know where we're at. There it is. 10 seconds is now. KFC pops up below the score. Very cold morning. Winter morning from Pretoria. I'm ready for the Canes, Sabella. I'm back in the Chiefs mainly because that would mean a final up here in Auckland. Totally selfish reasons. Damian McKenzie just had an early carry into contact and got clobbered. Did you remember to tell them to like the stream? Others did it, actually. Others jumped in for maybe the first time ever, Junaid. Also, Junaid, remind me to tell you later about one of my videos going viral. One of my China videos. I'll tell you at halftime. One of my favourite players plays for the Canes, but I hope the Chiefs win either way. Could be good. Which one is your favourite, Grace? Don't tell me it's D-Mac. Everybody loves D-Mac. Even my wife likes D-Mac. Gazza is not joining me, Sabella. He was here last night. He was here for the Blues game. I'll tell him to send a halftime update, eh? Get his ref rating. Junaid, Gazza gave the ref a 12 yesterday, just so you know. Streaming this one. Gazza. So remember to send half-time update. Oh, Geordie Barrett, Grace. Nice. Off to Leinster for a wee while after the season. Lots of kicking early on. Kind of tentative, eh? Better weather by the looks of things. Yesterday and the day before. Oh, you man. Love has just dropped it cold. Yeah, lots of kicking early on. Pretty tentative. Makes sense. I live in Brisbane and come from Tokoroa. Chiefs to win. I could live with that, mate. Oh, Narawa. Go, man. Nobody's tackling him. Oh, Finau. No way. How many chances did they have to tackle Narawa? He just kept going. He just kept going. What were they doing? Maybe he's just like got slippery as an eel mode on. Unbelievable. Out the back, D-Mac, wide ball, ALB, Narawa goes. How many does he beat? He beats TJ. Awful tackle attempt. He beats Geordie Barrett. And then he just kind of pops it out the back. Oh my goodness. One-handed. Above the head pass. Unbelievable. Howdy Hollywood, mate. How is it going? Geez, that TJ attempt was god-awful. What a take from Finau. God, that ball was so high. One-handed. Unbelievable. Whew. Start to the game. Great try, Uncle. You're not wrong. I don't mind who wins, but I hope the Chiefs win. Blues versus Blues would be a good final. Yeah, I mean, a lot of Chiefs fans will come up the motorway to watch that one as well, so it'd be a good crowd too. Are we sure we want to play the Chiefs, man? You're not going to want to play either of their sides, but it's got to be done. Come on, D-Mac. Looks like he's nailed that one. Whew, from the sideline. What a kick. Hell of a start from the Chiefs. What can I say? Great try 4 minutes in, Uncle. That's right. Now, last night's game had both sides really struggling to exit. Can they get it done? Yes, Chiefs have got a decent exit in them. All the way down to the CANES 22. Here's Ruben Love. He puts a kick through. D-Mac's pretty comfortable with that one. Returns it straight back. Bit of force back here. Oh, Geordie's got a big boot. Here he goes. Nah, a bit aerial. Who's going to run it? Oh, man. Chiefs in an onside position because of the charge down. No way! Oh my giddy aunt. What the hell is going on? Charge down means the Chiefs not offside. No way. What? Those kicks were all really low. It was like a bit of a kicking duel. Nana Satoto's kick is really low. Who gets a hand on it? So TT Jacobson and Ratima finishes an unbelievable start from the Chiefs. Man. Unbelievable. Looks pretty windy, but it is Wellington. Whew. Man, it is 14-0 after 6 minutes. Who saw that coming? Was the low kicking intentional to hope for a situation like this? I feel like the low kicking may be partly due to the wind. You reduce the risk of the ball getting kind of picked up by the swirling winds, which are more prominent higher up you go. I don't know. Just then it looked really windy when they showed a close-up on some of the guys pitch side. Oh, Oh, man. Now the Canes have been penalised after the restart. It's all Chiefs. It's very windy, says David. Yeah, it looks it. It really looks it. Aileron. Oh, my God. This is awesome. Yeah, it's everything's going Chiefs thus far. Randy. Yes, what a start. Cheers, bro. Kind of quietly supporting the Chiefs over here in the hopes of being able to go to a final next week, but we'll see. Rooster, good morning, Mark. What's happening to the Canes? I mean, the first try for the Chiefs was proper brilliance. 2 All Blacks made to look really ordinary by another All Black in Narawa, and then a great hand from Fino to take a ball above his head, and then a bit of a freak play with the second one from a charge down kick, meaning the Chiefs guys are like well offside, but because of that play in an onside position, so you probably couldn't do that one again if you tried. What's going on? Brilliant. Yeah, man. As good as my garden is going. April 2 must be enjoying this. She'll still be in bed because she's in the UK and it's probably like 5:45 in the morning, so probably not quite up yet, but she will when she watches it. What do you think about last night's game? I mean, it was pretty convincing, but the Brumbies had patches, but man, you can't be chasing down a massive lead like they were chasing down, eh? Ask the Reds about the Chiefs start. Oh, they were exactly right. Chiefs 2 weeks in a row, they've gotten out to a flyer, eh? Stadium Prim's pretty stacked. Yeah, I forget how many that seats. Oh, scrum penalty to the Canes is the first thing that's really gone their way in the first 10 minutes. Dyer's got pinged. Yeah, seats 30-odd thousand. The only thing that sucks about that stadium is I've been there once. You're so far from the field. Even if you're in the front row, you're so far from the field because it's a big circle. Oval. Oh, what? The Canes have missed touch. They've just taken their first opportunity and just fluffed their lines totally. Goodness me. They've just brought up the low kicks on the commentary as well, talking about that the kicks are low because of the swirling wind. So there you go. The guess was in all likelihood correct. Come on. Throw the freaking ball in. Here we go. What Kane's got? First attack in Chiefs half, I think. Lakai with a big carry. Oh, they've just bobbled it. Even Rayasi's looking a bit unsure of his footwork. Moore, give it to that guy. He'll go forwards. My boy Lomax. He's a pretty good scrummager. What can I say? Kane's scrum has been pretty good all year, to be fair. Right, Kane's going through some phases. What they got going here? They've knocked it on! Chiefs on the counter. D-Mac. Nana Satora's just lost it forward, so it's all a bit scrappy. But at least the Chiefs are looking to play some heads-up rugby. Not used to seeing you without the other 2 generations of the Morgan's Big V8 show. Yeah, bro, I know. I'm kind of isolated off in the room today. But you guys are here, that's the main thing. Gazza will be sending some halftime thoughts, I hope. Brumbies set piece last night was terrible. The Brumbies set piece has had a few issues, to be honest. Like when they played the Crusaders, they got absolutely hammered at scrum time. So, yeah, not great. Canes look rattled, Randy. Yeah, you got to feel like they'll find their footing soon enough. Only the wife hasn't featured on the live stream yet. I think she's pretty keen to stay away from the live streams, to be honest. If I know her. Who's going to win Super Rugby, Rooster? It's really hard. If it's down in Wellington, I feel like the Canes will probably beat the Blues. But I'm only leaning to the Canes like 55-45 or like 60-40. If it's up here in Auckland, the Chiefs will be high flying on the back of an away win. So maybe like 50-50. I can't bring myself to say I think the Blues are going to win because, God, how many times have they choked? War Thunder, we are at 12 minutes and 30 seconds now. Canes have just been pinged again for not releasing the ball. So, yeah, this is a pretty bad opening 10, 12 minutes from the Canes. Didn't watch the Canes last week. Were they this sloppy in the first half? Yeah, their first half wasn't great against the Rebels, but the Rebels were kind of going hammer and tongs, but they couldn't keep up the intensity, I guess. Who are you thinking for the URC semi-finals? I saw the Bulls have got some guys injured, right? I haven't actually seen Leinster's lineup. This time, the Chiefs have got a penalty inside Hurricanes territory, so they may well go for the sticks. Yes, they are. Right, let me see this Leinster lineup. Oh man, it's almost the Irish side, isn't it? I mean, maybe Leinster. I don't know. Go on, say it. The Blues are favourites. I can't bring myself to do it. Alaram, Matt. I can't bring myself to do it. Yeah, Shooter was named Junaid, but he's also injured. Rugby Debuts has sent some traditional Chinese text, which says, 我是来看中国内容的. Like, I've come for the Chinese content. We have another channel for that. I'll tell you a story about that at halftime because it's kind of mental. The video has been more popular than any video I've ever put on the internet. D-Mac in the win, just nailed it. So it's a 17-0 lead after 15 minutes. The Chiefs couldn't have asked for much better. I love how these games are like job interviews for the ABs. Yeah, Razor will be watching this with real interest, eh? But I saw an interview with Jason Ryan the other day, and apparently like they've already been, like all the All Blacks coaching guys, because remember this campaign, they're going to be picking by role. Like I think Jason Ryan gets to pick the front rowers, or the type 5. And then like Leon McDonald gets to pick, I forget which position. Like all of the coaches have got different areas they're allowed to pick their positions, and then like Razor has the final approval, but yeah, they've already been doing like initial squad selections based on what we've seen thus far, so they've no doubt already got their shortlist anyway. Excuse me. Hellerman's about a minute in front. Oh, that's good. It's better you be in front than behind. Jimmy's at a pub in Rotorua. Don't care who wins, but I'm a Chiefs fan tonight. Good man. I'm also a Chiefs fan tonight. Man, the Canes are giving away penalties like mad. Off his feet. Rooster is also getting in with the Chinese. Then he says, 希望你有一个美好的夜晚. Like, I hope you have a beautiful or a nice evening. You guys are giving tests for my Chinese reading ability. Yeah, so far so good, man, from the Chiefs, David. The wind might be favouring the Chiefs, Alaran. Maybe. It tends to swirl from what we know about Wellington, so I don't know if it's going to favour either, like, throughout the course of the game. It kind of can change from minute to minute, I don't know. Wellingtonians will be able to confirm better. Oh, man, Rakete Stones just got smashed. Ryan the type 5 Razor and Ryan the Lucy's. Leon's the back 3. Holland is the centres. And I can't remember the fella doing the 9 and 10s. The coaching staff is massive. You see they appointed Corey Flynn as just the throw-ins coach? Like, yeah, they've got a massive coaching staff. Oh, here we go. Oh, Yose's away. Man, out of nowhere. Canes. He's almost like having a back out on the wing, isn't he? Yose is quick. But once you see Almoa getting his head up with some steam, you know you're in trouble. Couple of offloads in the build-up. Man, the Canes needed that. Big time. Ooh, but they're going to check something with the TMO. Oh, forward pass. Connor, man, how's it going? Geordie. Rayasi. Oh, it's the Rayasi pass, which is forward. Ooh. Brutal. Brutal. Good TMO, Randy. Yes. TMO needs to be eagle-eyed for that. How forward was that? Yeah, Rayasi is standing slightly behind Ramua and he catches it in front of him. So, yep. It's not like a stupidly forward one, but it's forward enough to be picked up by the TMO, for sure. How have these teams been mauling? I don't think we've seen any mauls thus far. Taukiaho's only started picking up some tries in the last few weeks. Yeah, forward enough. Exactly right. Prediction for Bulls v Leinster. I did have a quick look at the Bulls lineup when it came out, and I felt like they were missing a few. They were missing a few players. Like, I think they got some injuries, right? I'll have a look at the next stoppage. Alright, Canes had a penalty advantage anyway, so they're back on attack. TJ. Lakai. Oh, he's straight through. Man, if it's not Yose, it's bloody Lakai. Pretty good. Yeah, there's a big gap there for him. Piranada, and then he just goes between Tokiaho, who just looks like he's not interested, and then Ratima. Yeah, man. Dyer tries to get him, but not too late. Yeah. Bulls. Oh yeah, the starting lineup's pretty strong, but there's still a few, seemingly quite a few guys out. No Moody, no Kurtley Aronsa. Tough. Man, good kick from Cameron. Right, I'm going to turn the light on because it's getting dark. It's getting dark. Oh, that's why Tokiaho was flat-footed. He's injured. That's not good news for the Chiefs. Yeah, what's happened to Samasoni? He looks not in a good way. That's why he just didn't move when Laka came at him. It just looked like he was not interested, but I guess he was hurt. How are the Chiefs looking so far? They've been looking alright, man. They started with a real fire, but I mean, even they'll admit the second try was a little bit fluky. Munster Bulls final. He might be right. I can't see Glasgow winning away against Munster, but we'll see. Got knock-on advantage for the Canes. $23 gone in this first half. Man, TJ just got smashed. Crowd boos for that one, but Angus said the ball was out, so it's fair. And Perenata's not getting up, apparently. I can't see him, but that's what the commentator said anyway. Nisbo. Oh, man, Nutter was liking chucking some balls above the head today, but ALB caught it. Decided to run at the Canes front row, but didn't get far. D-Mac goes himself. Man, they're building some good phases. Oh, man, D-Mac. Satiti did well to catch that around his ankles. Bro, nobody tackled him. Ratsim's got another one. How the hell did he pick that up around from his ankles? And then he just seemed to have a force field around him. Oh my gosh. Man, second try. This is looking pretty hairy for the Canes. Like, that pass from D-Mac was not great. Oh, we got TMO. Okay. Canes might be saved here. They're going back for the hit on TJ ages ago. God, I hate this about TMO. I hate this shit. Go on, you're not stopping the game for that. Come on. Chris reckons it's a yellow. Hasn't he hit his shoulders? Maybe he hits him in the back of the head with his head. If he does hit head on head, that's pretty dumb. Let's go, go, go. Look, frame by frame. We love the frame by frame. Oh, yeah, he's in deep shit. I hate that they go back for so far for this shit, though. So long ago. Brutal. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, it'll be under review for a red for sure. Went back 5 years for that call. Yeah. It really takes away from the game. It disrupts the flow. What can I say? TJ doing a Nick White. Yeah, I mean, he that's the thing what the players do these days is they stay down when they get hit in the head to highlight the fact that they've been hit in the head, basically. So, cushioned by the mullet. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, and they're actually sending TJ off for an HIA. Often you don't see that. Guys get smacked in the head, and they don't send them off for an HIA for donkey's years. Richard Judd's on while that mullet man goes off. I wish must have cushioned the blow, as Junaid says. Right, Chiefs have got 10 minutes with a man in the bin. What can the Canes do? They put up a high ball. Good take from Nana Saturo. What would you prefer, they blow it immediately or later? I would have thought that the TMO, if he thought there was something in it, would have been looking at it in the background basically immediately. So within a couple of phases, he would have got he would have had a word in the ref's ear that needed to stop play, basically. But anyway. Remain a yellow card. Okay. He might be lucky that stayed yellow because it doesn't look like TJ gets any lower. It looks like Fino gets higher, but anyway. Oh man, Chiefs have just given the Canes a gift at line-out time. Here goes Morby. That was a shocker. Lucky it stays yellow, Grace. Yeah. Man, what a kick. Morby's kick was literally just straight to Nana Satsura. Was a gift. What can Elmore do with his throw? People have been saying his throw is shite. Ah, it's a good one. Despite the wind. Come on, Canes. What can you guys do? 15 against 14. Oh, it's loose. It's loose. Ay, ay, ay. But there's been a couple of moments of magic in this game, and there's also been a lot of pretty average catching passing. Why do you think Blues fans... Do you think many Blues fans would go down to Welly for the finals? If I didn't have family commitments, I would go. But I'm probably not like the casual Blues fan. I would say there'll be a small-ish contingent. The thing about Auckland is, if it's held up here, there's like people from all over New Zealand who've moved to Auckland. So there's always away fans, even if they live here in Auckland. Oh man, Narawa's got grease on him or something today because nobody can get a hold of him. Canes are kicking a lot of ball back to the Chiefs when they've got the extra man. Almost half the yellow card's done. Chiefs look like Fiji playing sevens. Yeah, that could be right, Hollywood. Narawa's got the Talia effect. Yeah, man. Doesn't look like he's doing that much, or people just can't get a hold of him. Clean breaks, according to the stat on the TV, is 7-0 in favour of the Chiefs, which is nuts. Kicking seems below par in this game, Frankie. It might be the wind, eh? They're definitely kicking a bit funny. So it must be something about the conditions. Oh, here we go. Ruben Love just gets himself into a bit of space. Canes need to hang on to this ball, build some phases, don't knock the freaking thing on. They've still got 4.5 minutes with the extra man. There's Proctor. Oh, Proctor's just locked it. For God's sake. Man, their handling is so bad tonight. It's starting to annoy me, and I don't even want them to win. Oh yeah, the NHL does seem to be a little bit behind the times on the old concussion issue, eh? But yeah, I think the Panthers are going to win that Stanley Cup somehow. They're 3-0 up in the series, and it's only ever been done once that a team's come back from there. So yeah. Where's the Canes coach from? Yeah, he's from Scotland. He's a Laidlaw. There's a few Laidlaws who've been well involved in Scottish rugby over the years. Oh, the Chiefs scrum almost got monstered. Jeez, they were lucky to get that thing out. Otherwise, they were for sure getting penalised. Decent exit from Ratima. 3 minutes to go on the yellow. Anyone else want to tell Justin Marshall to put a sock in it? My dad probably is screaming something similar to the TV right now. Yeah, the crowd really needs to get behind the Canes, Chris, to get them into the game, eh? Here we go. Oh, is it Ford? Come on, Canes. Bloody hell. Two and a half minutes left on the yellow. How long is the HIA check? Yeah, he should be back soon, you'd think. Old TJ, Junaid. Oh. They said it's just started raining. Charging is an offense when you use your shoulder. Apparently in NHL, you're pinged for charging if you actually jump when someone skates into you. That seems bizarre. Oh, what? They're calling it a power play. There was a little stat on the screen which said Hurricanes power play. Interesting. I've never heard them use that. It's an NHL term. Oh, go Slater. So TT's having a pretty good evening. D-Mac with the big up and under. Oh, man. Is that a 50-22? It is. He lost it in the wind. Oh, my goodness. Look at that kick. Oh, man. Cameron was all at sea there. Whoa. Power play, really? Yeah, it said power play on the screen. It had some Hurricane stats about like how much position they'd had, I guess, during the yellow card time. So, okay, TJ's going to come back on. Oh, Slater's throw's been stolen again, but the Canes are still on their own goal line. You also just flattened D-Mac. Oh my gosh. I mean, to his credit, D-Mac stood his ground. Cameron's clearance is going to make it out to 22. No, not quite. .22, yeah, pretty much. Oh, man, he just gave him a big don't argue, old D-Mac. Right, Chiefs are back to 15, so no damage done on the yellow card, but is that Slater injured? He's their reserve hooker. Samasoni Takiyaho is already off. That could be a problem. Morning, Mike, mate. Go the Chiefs. Yeah, they're doing all right. 10-point lead. Just survived a yellow card with no damage done, although they have lost Takiyaho to injury. Lineouts could get messy if they lose another hooker. The lineouts are messy as it is. They've just fluffed another one, the Chiefs. But they've somehow managed to retain the ball after multiple guys getting hands on it, including Rayasi. The Chiefs just need to call it to the front, man. Come on, secure that lineup ball. But anyway, they have got some ball in the Hurricanes half. It's not the sim pin, it's the penalty kill. Yeah, that's it. They're going to go back for a scrum. Go Canes, says Turtle World. They'll need to come back, but Chiefs have never won a Super Rugby semi-final on the road. None from 4 is the stat that's just come up on the screen. Well, they've had a decent start to this one. Getting ready for some halftime trivia. I do have some halftime trivia for you here, Frankie. Probably no long-range penalties, Junaid. Not with the wind, eh? Was TJ off the field longer than Finau? He was, Chris. Finau's been back on for a few minutes. TJ's only just come back on now. Bizarre, isn't it? There's 3 minutes to go in the first half. 10-point lead. Chiefs scrum deep into the Canes half. But the Canes scrum has been monstrous. but they've just been free kicked. What do the Chiefs do here? Another scrum. They're going again. Yeah, you won't be able to do that from the test series, basically. What watch is on the wrist? It's a cheap Chinese watch that I bought about a decade ago. It's called a Rossini, which is like an Italian sounding brand, which is just a cheap Chinese brand. I believe it cost me 200 yuan, which is probably about $40 New Zealand. But it keeps time. What can I say? 72 watching, 26 likes. Like the stream. Junaid, thank you as always for the reminder. If you haven't dropped it a like, do us a favour and like it. There's 2 minutes left in the first half. Chiefs are in the Canes 22. If they can score one more before half time, that'll put them really in good stead. In case Alaran was right earlier about the Chiefs potentially having the favourable wind in the first. They've at least been able to do more than what the Canes have done, in that they've been able to hang on to the ball for 7 phases without dropping the freaking thing. Walker where they might be going to get pinged there, or is it a legit turnover? No, it's neither. Finau having a big carry, make up for that yellow card he gave away. Satiti with another carry. Jeez, he's busy. Where's Tony and Gaza? Oh, and Gaza's at his house, and Tony I don't actually know. He'll sometimes text me if he's free for a stream. Although I note that last week's stream with him got demonetized because I guess he was saying some dodgy stuff. I always blame it on him. The only streams that get demonetized are the Tony streams. So, yeah. Oh man, they actually managed to put a big hit on Ottawa this time. The Chiefs are going backwards, 12 phases, but they are losing ground. D-Mac with the dink through. Oh my gosh, Brett Cameron can't find the ball from kicks. Is that another try? You have got to be kidding me. How the hell did the Chiefs keep that in play? Did they keep it in play? No way. On-field try. Unbelievable if that's a try. I liked. Thank you, Hollywood. I appreciate it. Finau in the air. Does he get rid of the ball or does he put a foot in touch? That foot's heading to the ground. I think he's going to be foot in touch. Oh my God, that's so close. Yeah, it's so close. He's just got a fingertip on the ball, though. Oh, my God. Oh, that was worthy of a try. That was so close. So close. Back in the day, pre-TMO days, that's a try, isn't it? Oh, man. Brutal. It was worthy of a try. Is this a regulation ball, Chris? It might be just the wind, eh? I don't know. Bloody Wellington. Canes, short line out. I kick it out. Yeah. That's halftime. 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 Man. Wonder what my dad has to say. Bruno says there should be a law attributing to the coolness of the try. If that was a coolness factor, that would be worth... that'd be worth a fair bit, wouldn't it? As a Canes fan, my blood pressure is suffering. I can imagine, Cabbage. I'm enjoying this one. Like, I'm kind of edging towards the Chiefs just because it means a home final for the Blues if it happens, but like just enjoying the game really. Oh, just it's half time. Maybe some 2 cents adventures in China. Yes, Junaid has just put a link there. to my other channel. Before I get to the trivia, a quick story. So I do put some videos of me in China on that channel, 2 Cents on Tour, which Janae just linked in the chat. And the other day, I was getting some messages from Chinese usernames saying, like, oh, welcome back to our city, welcome back to our city. And I was like, oh, that video's been out for over a month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. It's kind of an old video. Why is that getting new comments? And then someone sent me this comment going, your video's going viral on Chinese social media. I was like, what the? I don't put my videos on Chinese social media. My video only goes on YouTube. So in that video, like, I bumped into this guard, like a regular security guard. And I asked him about the surrounding area in Chinese, because I speak Chinese. Because security guards are usually good info about the local area. And then he started talking to me in English, which is random. Like, I don't know what that would be comparable in New Zealand. It'd be like if someone who took French in high school was a security guard could speak French. Like if you went up to a security guard and like only hung a mall and he just spoke French. It's random. Like, you get English speakers in China, but they're not usually security guards. So yeah, someone in China, a news agency, took a clip of my video of mostly the guard talking to me in English and put it on Chinese social media, and it's taken off like crazy with people just saying what an awesome guard that guy is because he's amazing that he speaks English. So he has gone viral, not me. But like, I can't see how many views that video has, but for context, it has over 9,000 likes. And usually only about 5% of people like a video. So potentially hundreds of thousands of views of that freaking guard. And I've looked at all the comments and they're like, isn't that guard amazing? The guard is awesome. What a cool guard. Guard is great. There's a couple of people who were like, oh, the white dude speaks decent Chinese as well. But the conversation was mostly in English. So that's my story. My most popular video ever. It's bigger than any of the rugby videos I've ever made in years of doing this. And it's not even, I'm not getting nothing for it. I might get a few fans with VPNs in China, I guess. But anyway, it was pretty random. So yeah, bizarre. Now, what was I going to get? I was going to get some, the guard might be rich, Alaran. Yes, the guard may be able to reap something from it. But anyway, what was I going to comment with? Some trivia. Okay. Here's some trivia for you. Man, this is actually a good trivia question. I didn't know the answer to this, but it's a good bit of trivia. Who kicked the most drop goals in the 2019 Rugby World Cup? And we've got a Gaza review. He's just sent it through. How bizarre, how bizarre. Ford. No, not George Ford. Maybe if it was 2023 it would have been Ford, but not at 2019. Bigger. No. Pollard. No. I'll give you a clue. It's a French player, according to this bottle cap. Any ideas? Lopez. There you go, Pohan. Well done, mate. And if you haven't seen it, somebody sent me a link. Well, somebody mentioned at the live chat yesterday, for yesterday's game, that he made an embarrassingly bad tackle attempt on the top 14 last weekend. It was even worse than TJ's tackle attempt earlier in this game. So, yeah, really, 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 really bad. But Camille Lopez from France. There you go. Right. Well, I go head to the fridge to grab myself another beer. It was a hilarious tackle attempt. It's genuinely quite funny. Just Google it now. Well, after you've watched 2 Cents on Tour, Camille Lopez tackle, and it's hilarious. Here's my dad's halftime review. Any guesses on the ref rating? I'm going to go with 12 because that's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Picking a winner, well, the Chiefs have obviously got the upper hand, but I think they've got the wind. So we know the Hurricanes are coming back. Takiha's gone, so I don't know what's the matter with him, but I hope he's okay. Mind you, we've got plenty of hookers. Yeah, well, the Australian officials, including Gardner, have been okay. Bit slow on some of the explanations to the players. The no tries, yeah, they were all good in the hood. Finau's card, well, bit marginal, but probably right. You know how I feel about that, Lord, don't you? Yeah, I won't go on about that. Well, the fact that the Chiefs started so well, and then the Hurricanes come back. The Hurricanes backline's making a few uncharacteristic mistakes. But like we always say, it's an 80-minute game, not a 40-minute game, so they could be back. I still want the Chiefs to win. They're playing well. But we know the Hurricanes are thereabouts, and that lies the danger. I mean, they've only got to get one intercept past, and they're back in this game. So, who do I think stand well? Narawa, he's really good. Finau was playing all right till his yellow card. Ruben Lovey's had his moments. Well, they've all had their moments. I know nobody's really playing badly. The forward battle's pretty even, and the backline battle is even. So I'm glad you're streaming this game, and whoever, I obviously didn't get that try, but the officiating by Gardner and his mates, I'll give them a 13 out of 20. And
13!
I always seem to do this in the first half, and then in the second half I get a bit cross with them when they make some decisions I don't like. So
Janae called
I will reserve that at 13 out of 20. That's a good score from the Gazamania. And your subscribers can agree with me or not. I don't really mind. Looks like Takio's done his leg. Well, we know there's going to be a lot of All Blacks from both these teams. So Titi's having a good game. And we won't judge all the players until the game's up, because that's not fair.
Happy to judge the ref, though.
That's not fair, troops, to do that scenario. But anyway, there's a strong wind down there, and I hope a lot of you guys realise that. And I think that could have a big influence in the second half. Now, do I think 10 points is enough? Well, not really. But, it's going to come down. I think this game's going to come down on mental toughness. And we know both these teams are mentally tough. And I'm picking that Clark Laidlaw will give his bloody troops a rev up at half time. Do they really? Well, they're not that far away. And we know how good the bloody Hurricanes are, because they've got game breakers from here to bloody Timbuktu. Now, the Chiefs just have to keep their mettle, keep their bloody cool, and keep their noses in front, and they'll win this game. They've got the personnel to do it in without Sean Stevenson. Give you a full-time report, 40 minutes. Gaza out.
There you go. 13. 13 for the first half for the ref. And apparently it's fair to judge the ref at halftime, but not the players. We'll see. I kind of want to also check the halftime stats as well, but Gaz is saying that the win is going to be worth more than 10 points. He doesn't reckon the Chiefs' lead is quite enough. He might be right. Let's have a look. Run meters 275, 211 to the Chiefs. Kicks from hand 16-13 to the Chiefs. I want to see knock-ons. I feel like the knock-ons is more the Canes. 6-4, so it's pretty high, with the Canes having a little bit more. And they've only had 43% possession, so more knock-ons with less ball. That's why it feels like the Canes are knocking it on a lot, I guess. Defenders beaten 15-8 to the Chiefs. But these guys are counting clean breaks a different way from Sky's stats because they say 3-1 to the Chiefs. Chiefs tackling percentage is higher. Canes have conceded more penalties. So apart from the line out where the Chiefs are at 66% and the Canes are at 100, pretty much every key stat you want is in the Chiefs' favor. So there you go. Halftime numbers. Lakai's missed 4 tackles apparently, which is uncharacteristic. I want a Gaza t-shirt. Gaza on the front. It says 12 out of 20. Yeah. I really want to get him doing some like food reviews or something, eh? I feel like that would be hilarious. Like he kind of got a little bit defensive when we talked about it last night. About Gaza doing some kind of food reviews. Because it's kind of out of his comfort zone. Like he's very much like a comfort zone guy. In that, you know, he orders mostly the same food when he goes out. He goes to the same places. He goes to the same coffee shop. You know, he worked the same job for 50 years before he retired. They lived in the same house my whole childhood. So very much kind of a routine and stuff guy. Like when they came to China when I got married, my mum, I think, had a better time of it than my dad. With that being said, my mum had a couple of her sisters come over too. So maybe that was part of it. But yeah. Getting my dad to be like that fish out of water, taking him to some funky restaurants and trying some weird food and shoving a camera in his face and asking him about like how he feels about trying some weird, wonderful stuff, I reckon could be hilarious, but I don't know if he'd be keen because like I said, he kind of likes his routine. But anyway. All Black squad announcement. Yeah, like Junaid says, it's on the 24th of June. I think it'll be like 5:30 or 6 or something in the evening. They'll do a live broadcast on Sky NZ. So that'll be a big deal. Seaweed says, after living in Taiwan for nearly a decade, Bizarre became, oh, okay. Oh, not so weird. Surely it was similar for me in China. Absolutely. When I first moved to China, I was like, what the hell? They have noodles for breakfast? Where's the breakfast cereal? Yeah, and now, like, I can quite happily chow down on noodles for breakfast or dumplings or something. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Oh, yeah, and April 2 popped along. April 2, we were talking about you a bit earlier. I was saying you would still be in bed. Oh, and there's another trivia before the second half gets underway, if it's not one we've done before. What the hell? Well, this is a random one. Not quite as good as the rugby question we had earlier. Possum is the nickname of which New Zealand Olympic snowboarder? There you go. Possum is the nickname of which New Zealand Olympic snowboarder? Corey Jane's gotten old. How old is Corey Jane? Let's have a look. It's one of those ones where it's like, is he older than me? Corey Jane. He's 41. He's born in the same year as me. Okay. I don't have the white hairs quite like yet. I don't know. Possum born. Chris says Zoe something. It's not Zoe something, interestingly. It's anybody got it? No, nobody's got it. It's Rebecca Tor. There you go. Grace got it. Well done, Grace. I'm not sure if I have a favourite player at the moment, Grace. Most of my favourites are kind of the ones from back in my childhood, but anyway. Are you going to wake up for Bulls Leinster? If it was virtually any other time, I would, but it's literally 2 in the morning. And second half is just kicked off. 2 in the morning, I can't think of a much worse time. Like if it was midnight, you know, I can stay up until 2. If it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll go to bed early and just get up that day, but 2 in the morning is just right in the middle. Right, let's see what the Canes can do with potentially a bit of wind advantage in the second half. The commentators are once again talking about the swirling wind. What can Nana Satura do with his kick? He finds a decent touch near halfway, not bad. Try watching these games in America, yeah, I bet. Everywhere is a bad time zone for somewhere else, right? 3 a.m. kickoffs, yeah. Even 3 a.m. is better than 2. 1 and 2, I think, are the 2 worst times. I don't really want to stay up till like 2 a.m. and then go to sleep. Because the odds of me getting to stay in bed until 9 a.m. are slim to 0. Up the Canes, says Victoria. Yeah, I'm kind of going for the Chiefs, Victoria, right? Because home final. Chiefs have got another penalty to start the second half. Oh, Luke Jacobson, he's a master. Can't believe I missed the whole half, April 2. Bro, it was so early for you. I don't blame you at all. It was 4:30. It was like 5:30 in the morning kickoff. So yeah, that's it's not ideal. How cold does New Zealand get in winter? You've changed your name to David. It's going to get weird to call you David. Yeah, it gets pretty cold down south. It snows. But up here in Auckland, like pretty mild. It's never snowed in Auckland. I think maybe once, my dad told me. So it's wet though. It's very wet. Yose is not pinged for not rolling there, but he was trying to get out of the way. Was it Yose? No, it was somebody else in headgear. There's Yose. Home final will be good when you go to Eden Park for it, Grace. Yeah, I've made a million excuses for not going to the games thus far, but if it's a home final, I have to go. Oh, almost an intercept for the Canes. Bro, that was so close. Oh my gosh. That was so close. Daramundi, man, how's it going? It's my Canes. I've got to get up for that. The flipping bird outside our window is up every morning at 5. Yeah, fair enough. Bro, Proctor was so close for that one. D-Mac threw the ball, and Proctor was an inch away from catching that one. Brad Shields has just gone off. Got to go to the final. There's always got to be seats available at Eden Park. There always are, Junaid. Yeah, we might sell it out for a final. But yeah. Surely chucking the stream on from the stadium for the final, Oscar. Maybe. Maybe. Nana Satura's avoiding some tackles. Is that Yose over the ball? Not quite. If it wasn't for the music, you probably could. Yeah, that's true, Junaid. They play copyrighted music every 5 seconds on the bloody, like at the ground. Penalty to the Chiefs. What do they do here? Take a decently long shot or head into the corner? New Zealand games are always 2 a.m. for me. This was an early 11:30 p.m. 2 a.m. man. You. How old are you, Hollywood? I want to ask that question. Because I could have easily done 2 a.m. in my youth. I would regularly stay up. I used to have a job which didn't start work until 2 p.m. So I was up till 2, 3, 4 a.m. every night. They are going for posts. This semi-final was moved up because the Warriors are playing at 7:30. That's right. They didn't want to clash, so early kickoff. A few boos for D-Mac as he lines things up. The wee smile. And does he get it? Straight out in front. He's got it. He's got it. Another 3 points. 20 points to 7. If it's a home final, I might go as well. I'll be happy if the Chiefs win, but either way, be happy. But it'll be heartbreak for the team that doesn't win the semi. Exactly, Grace. Tough for either team to go out, but I guess that's the nature of the beast, eh? Can the Chiefs exit? Whoa! What happened there? Oh. Jeepers, that was close. What was that kick from D-Mac? He was trying to keep it so flat. That was a shocker. Sangster with the charge down, eh? Changing the clocks makes a huge difference to us watching in the UK. 3:35 a.m. games turn into 5:35. That's actually quite true, isn't it? It works pretty well. $5:35 is a lot more doable than 3:35. Hey. It's just an early start, isn't it? It's not that far from 6 a.m. Once you get to 6 a.m. and you're into normal territory, lots of people get up at 6 a.m. Oh, not a bad dink from Nana Satsuro. Just over the top into CANES territory. Clock is just... It's just slowly ticking away, isn't it? Barrett's net up to has been historic best. Not thus far. If the Chiefs make it, I hope Super Rugby final is not on a Saturday. I'm going to the Warriors away game on the Gold Coast next weekend. It'll be on a Saturday. 100%. It'll be next week Saturday. Final, Saturday 22nd of June. Yeah, it's already scheduled. Oh, what is the TMO going to have a look at? This is going to be another bit of Chiefs foul play, is it? It's Jacobson. Ah? It's slightly late. It's not high. A penalty. Penalty, at most. You're a night owl, Hollywood. Yeah, I used to be, genuinely. I literally used to stay up sometimes until freaking sunrise when I worked in China with my afternoon start to the day. But I have children now, so that doesn't happen anymore. Is he getting carded? Fuck off. Eh? I don't get it. Nah. That seems a bit rough. If it's not high, and it's just slightly, if it's not high, why does the force even matter? If it's just a slightly late tackle, I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, another forward pass from the Canes. We're supposed to hug them instead of tackling them. It kind of seems like it, eh? That's bizarre. It's not even late. Yeah, it's not even that late. It's not stupidly late. Like, it looks late when you slow it down, but in real time, it's just... Yeah, it's just a big hit. Lomax is going off. Doesn't seem windy. Has it settled down a bit? You got to have a look at the mullet on TJ. Is it blowing around? So big tackles get carded, Josh. Pretty much. Big tackles attract the attention. How does he know he's passed the ball? Once he's committed to a tackle, right? I know. That's why slow motion sucks. You need to have like a timer or something that can tell the... Like, I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard to decide like what's the reaction time of a human? Like, how long does a human take to pull out of a tackle? Like, you could work that out. You could do that in the lab. Like, test guys, like, right, we're going to get you to hit this tackle back as hard as you can on a green light, but if we show a red light, you got to pull out of it. Like, how late can they react? Is it a second? Is it 2 seconds? Is it a second and a half? Half a second? And then when they slow shit down, you could put the little timer in the corner to be like, nah, he's not had time to pull out of that because he's already committed. You know what I mean? Like, anyway. TJ's mullet is bad, real bad. That needs to be studied in the lab as well. Just how bad that mullet is. The players are asking the ref to check a head collision as well. Hurricanes might just wind up choking this game. They choked badly in the 15 final when there was a title for the taking at home against the Highlanders, eh? Oh, TJ is in trouble. Who said that? Chris. Surely. I don't get it. Is that fine? Nothing? I'm waiting for the TMO. Hello? Play on. Oh, man, what the what's going on? I don't understand. If Finau gets carded for the other one, I'm not saying like just because that happens, then that happens, but surely that's head on head. No? I don't get it. Unless there's another angle that TMO's got that makes that one look not that bad. One of the Sky Sports crew has got some really 80s hair and it does still seem to be blowing around in the wind, so it still seems to be pretty windy. It's the mullet. Maybe the mullet got him out of it. Maybe the mullet just makes it look worse. There's going to be another scrum. I love TJ, but that's a yellow. Yeah, it does seem like maybe there's another angle to be seen. Like the female one, when I first saw it, I was like, that's bullshit. And then I saw another angle, I was like, well, maybe it's not as like innocuous as I thought, but yeah, it does seem pretty dodgy. He's just in haka mode. Yeah, you might be right. Gazza called it. He might have. He might be dropping his rating to 12. Love TJ, but miss Roygaard. Yeah, Victoria for sure. It's really a shame for him in the early stages of his All Blacks career as well. There goes Ruben Love. They actually read one of the kicks for a change. Alaran reckons he's going to go as low as 11. I don't know if he'll be that harsh. I reckon he'll go 12. Currently, I would say at 12. Almua. Oh man, Z-Max having to tackle some big units in this game. Oh, it's bounced over Yoss's head. Not quite. Oh, Connor, cheers, bro. Couple of Canadian bucks. Your dad's going to eat the refs alive. Cheers, man. He may well do. He may well eat the refs alive. How much time is left on the yellow? Still close to 5 minutes. Rousey with the no-look past the Wakalia winner. It's try time. Cameron goes over for the try. Here we go. I still feel like it's pretty harsh, seeing as they shouldn't have been in this attacking position with that head-on-head contact anyway, but yeah. Was he not in touch? Oh my goodness. Anyway, maybe not. He had his foot on the touchline, but maybe not while he was touching the ball. Yeah, you never know what's going to be carded now. D-Mac with the over-the-shoulder tackle. Walker Leoweta did really well to initially break Ross's tackle. Right, big kick. If he gets this, it makes it a one-score game. Currently, it's still a two-score game. He's got it. He's got it. Great kick. Great kick. Cameron is having quite the season. Still 3 minutes of Jacobson on the bin. Yep. Maybe the bookies want a close game. Hurricanes power play, 0.7. Carries 15. Meters made, 42. Defenders beaten 3. They're insisting on the power play terminology, Connor. Oh, Nana Satsuro flirting with the touchline there, man. That's the same spot that Brett Cameron got caught out earlier with the 50-22, right? Must be something the wind is doing. It's funky. The players are not expecting where the ball's going to go. Oh, Yossi's gone off. Karifi's come on. So conflicted. Cameron is my fantasy kicker. There you go, Mark. If the Canes and Bordeaux can squeak out wins this week, then I'll be happy. Then a Florida sweep. You don't want the Oilers to get even one win? You want the sweep? What did the Oilers ever do? Oh, man. The Chiefs have just been pinged again. The penalty count is starting to even out because the Chiefs were getting the rub of that green earlier. Victoria really wants that sweep, huh? Right, Ross has gone off, the man who missed the tackle earlier, which led to the Chiefs conceding a try. So, let's see what the Chiefs' new props can do. What can the Canes do if they actually don't drop the ball for a change? They are 7 meters from the Chiefs' goal line. TJ and Angus are having a real verbal battle, and Angus is the ref, so yep. Try time! Oh, did he lose it? He lost it. Oh, man, there's been some blown tries this week. Ex-Jets coach behind the bench. Oh, Paul Maurice. Angus should penalise TJ. If he keeps yapping, he probably should. He needs to give him a warning. The All Blacks aren't as good anymore since South Africa left Super. I mean, the All Blacks got to a World Cup final, so I think the All Blacks are alright. They lost by a point with a man red carded, so I think the All Blacks are still pretty decent. Hopefully the Oilers win tomorrow to prevent the sweep, but it looks like Florida will get the cup, sadly leaving the drought in place for another year. Canadian teams not winning the Stanley Cup is a bit of a brutal one. Right, yellow card is over. 20 minutes to go. Still 6-point game. Yeah, but normally with it to smash the box? I don't know. World Cup final, does anyone ever smash the box? I don't think so. Yeah, halfbacks are generally pretty annoying. So... Right, here we go. Oh, man, Lakai took... Did he slip or did he just go into that contact stupidly low? That may have to become a... I know rugby's got enough law changes as it is, but guys taking... Oh, it's out on the full from Tupaya. But some guys taking the ball carry so low. Did he slip? He just... You can't do that, man. It's dangerous. You can't lower yourself to people's knee height going into the contact. Bloody hell, anyway. How long's Roy got out for? I actually forget how long it is, but it's a long time, man. It's a real serious injury he got. There we go. Rouse has been kept pretty quiet this game, eh? He's looked so elusive all season. Oh, it goes Satiti. Intercept. Go. Go. He's not going to make it. Go, man. Go. Oh, he's so short. He's 3 meters short. Quick ball. Against the run of play. Totally against the run of play. The last 15 minutes has been all Hurricanes. Absolutely against the run of play. Daniel Ronner, the man who came into the side. Brett Cameron and Satiti with the one-handed fucking intercept. That's what I hate about that stupid law. Because if he didn't catch that, you can bet your ass he was going to the bin. But anyway, he caught it. Almost linked to the field. 3 meters short, and then they finish at Warner in the corner. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, it definitely could have been a yellow the other way. That's what the commentators are saying right now. I am drinking Spates Summit Ultra low carb beer. So basically Spates low carb. I buy Spates because they have trivia questions written on the inside of the bottle caps. Ref needs to hand out another yellow to help the Canes. You can bet your ass that one would have been a yellow if he'd not caught it. That looked like it was going to drift wide, but D-Max conversion stayed in. 14-27. Hurricanes want to restart quickly. What percent is the beer? 4.2. Kind of standard. He drinks them for our sake. Great streamer. Like the stream. Yeah, if you haven't liked the stream, like the stream. Junaid is the champion that always reminds me to say that, which I forget to say. Can the Chiefs hang on to this lead? Chiefs have just won a penalty. Just on halfway. Who was that? Is Bradley Slater going off? Remember, he is their reserve hooker who came off for Tokyo after like 20 minutes. I'll try and get you some beer sponsor for your next with Tony. Alright, man. Could always use a beer sponsor. Josh, man, bro, long time no see. How is it going? I need an Auckland booze retailer as a sponsor. There's a place called Liquor Legends, which is run by some Chinese guys, and I spoke Chinese to them, and they said I could potentially do some promo work for them, but I never followed it up. I would have needed to create like a Chinese social media account, which I don't have. Right, D-Mac. Can he make it 30 points to 14? He's loving it. The rain's coming down. It's windy. Holy hell. He just bent that kick back in. Bro, it looked like he'd shanked it. It started left and then just drifted back in. I would love to see that one from another angle. Man, he's having a good game. Wow. Is right, Alaran. Even you all come on my Chiefs scooter. Your Chiefs are doing pretty good. 30 points to 14. Three-score game, man. Why do you end up fan of teams who don't know how to rise to the occasion, Victoria? I'm a Blues fan, so I feel ya. "14 minutes to go. The Canes are 16 points behind. They need to go more than a point a minute. Would D-Mac be your choice for 10 for the ABs? I reckon so, AT. I reckon so. Right time we just slipped going into contact. Tupaia has a carry. Gets around Proctor, but not quite. Who's your second team behind the Blues that you support? I mean, it tends to be the Chiefs. Because I've been to their games. Because they live, like, they're the closest team geographically to me, which you would think should make them my least favourite team. But, yeah. I've also got a soft spot for the Highlanders because they're perennial underdogs and have a nice stadium. Just been working heaps trying to stay interested in rugby these days. My Rebels are no longer a thing, which is sad. But I was in the same place. I was in the same plane as them returning to Melbourne. Man, bloody hell, it's brutal, eh? Really brutal. Obviously a Blues fan if you wanted to win this one, 100%. Is that the call of Chiefs going around the stadium? Man, the Chiefs have just got all the ball at the moment. The Canes are desperate. 11 phases the Chiefs are gone. Playing some smart rugby. Oh, but that pass was a bit loose. D-Mac will just kick for the corner. Cameron's back there. He puts boot to ball. Good kick, Brett Cameron. But D-Mac got back. There definitely does seem to be a favourable wind with the way the Canes are playing and the way the Chiefs had in the first half. What are the possession stats now, Junaid? Let me boot this up and have a look. So it says 54-46 to the Chiefs. Second half is 50-50. Finals coming to Auckland, says JP. If the Chiefs hang on to win this, I will go to the final, rain or shine, and I will take my camera and I will make some video about it. So that was a video about how to fix Super Rugby on YouTube, man. Do it, Josh. It's not an easy one. Someone actually sent me an email about that a couple of days ago with their ideas. I haven't read it in full because it's a long proposal. Take your camera and my son. If I take my camera and my son, I'll probably lose my son because I'll be busy walking around with the camera. Oh, man. Canes need to score here. They've still got 10 minutes. What the Canes need is the Chiefs to get a yellow card. Canes passing is a bit loose. Oh, man. ALB with the stop on Morby. Offside advantage, but it's still the clock is ticking for the Canes. The possession is all well and good. Oh, it's loose. They should still score. Billy Proctor out in the corner. Good try. Well worked. Try time. Billy Proctor looks a bit hurt in the ribs, though. Looks like I will need to find a pub on the Gold Coast to watch the final after the Warriors game. Looks like it, Blood Dragon, but the Canes scoring means there's a potential grandstand finish coming. Hollywood likes the Highlanders and the Force underdogs. You have to be a loyal fan. But I guess me following the Islanders in the NHL is a similar story. Is Brett Cameron going to kick this? He's nailed it. No, it shifts wide. 30 points to 19. Proctor, I think, is going to have to come off after scoring that try. He's asked to be subbed, I think, but they've only got 2 backs on the bench. How did he hurt himself? He didn't look injured there. Maybe just in the tackle by Narawa when he gets hit. No, he's not coming off. Ten teams dropped the Force. 3 Aussie, 5 Kiwi, 2 Pacific. Everyone plays. Would you rather keep Moana Pacifica than the Western Force, though? I guess it depends if you're talking in terms of depth. So TT has to go off? Jesus, how many times does he have to call him? Right, so TT's going off. Crowds are booing. Geordie Barrett clears. Oh man, what a kick from Geordie Barrett. That part of the field, the ball always seems to be shifting right towards the touchline. That's from his own sideline. He kicks it infield and it just comes back in from the bounce and maybe with some wind. More funky ball again, Chris. Yeah, you're right. Moana Pacifica, I think, are funded by World Rugby, so I doubt they'll go anywhere. The Force of the backing of the one of the richest blokes in Australia. Yeah, so both those sides are probably not going anywhere. Who just threw that in? Because Slater's gone off. Was that Pohippy throwing it in? Yeah, the scoreboard does show the Canes on 21, which is not right. On Sky. Yeah, not the scoreboard. This one's right. The one on the TV is wrong. Yeah, Pohippy threw it in. Man, crazy. Yeah, Proctor's on the field, but he's still hurt. A genuine question, I don't mean anything by it, but is Moana Pacifica a race-based team, Chris? They have to have players who are eligible for Fiji, Tonga, or Samoa make up all but, I forget how many, maybe 2 or 4, I can't remember how many spots. But they have to be eligible for those countries. So kind of like the New Zealand teams have to have players eligible for New Zealand. Like, you know, New Zealand franchises are only allowed, like, is it 1 or 2 non-New Zealand players? Yeah, it's the same deal. So, I mean, you could argue it's race-based, but it's more like nationality-based, I think. Like, you know, if there's a Caucasian dude who's eligible for Fiji, he's able to play for the for Moana Pacifica, not the Drua. Down Under Gamer. Love played himself out of the ABs. The Canes suck. Maybe it's just the wind, man. But cheers, appreciate that, bro. D-Mac doesn't want to wait to see if that goes dead. And Rayasi's not had his finest hour, eh? Has Sullivan just hit D-Mac late? If we're talking about late hits today. Which is what Junaid's asking. They fixed the score on Sky, by the way. It does show 19 now. Jiro says, I thought this was a later game. They moved the game. Oh, that's not straight. But anyway. They moved the game from the usual 7 o'clock slot to 4:35. Oh, man, the Chiefs have had another turnover. I don't think the Canes... 5 minutes? Oh, they've won a penalty. I'll shut up. Nothing about the Canes can't do nothing. They can do whatever they want. Have the Canes just knocked that on? Oh, that might be it. That might be it. Should have taken the 3, yeah. Wait, 19, 21, 22. Wait, that'll be back at 22. It'd still be a 2-score game. Can't take the 3. You need tries. Actually, that doesn't add up. Yeah. I took a second there as well, Randy. Who will win next week? The Blues versus the Chiefs, Jeremy? I honestly think it's 50-50. I do think the Chiefs have turned it on in the last couple of weeks. But with home advantage, the Blues kind of cancel that out. So 50-50. Too hard to call. All over Red Rover. I told you we'd meet again after the loss in Auckland, says Alaran. You might be right, man. You did say it. You did say, see you in the final. I remember that comment. Hurricanes fans are going to be gutted. This was their year. They were doing so well. But then their hands have just been so bad this game. Knock-ons is 4 by the Chiefs, 11 by the Hurricanes. Like, that's not even coaching. Not the coach's fault if the players can't catch the ball. Yeah, 3 minutes. This ain't going to happen. Man, Blues are the biggest winners of all this. And careful, the ref wants the Canes. Yeah, maybe right. Oh yeah, if the Canes can score, then it's... Like, if they score a try, then it's still... Like, the clock can go well into the red, but... It does seem very unlikely. Oh man, Tupaya. Look at the Chiefs' hands. It's amazing. Like, why haven't the Canes been able to do this? Oof. Are the Chiefs going to have enough left in the tank for the final, Frankie? I reckon so. The Chiefs will be up for it. 2 minutes. Surely they can't do this. They'd have to score and take the conversion in the next less than 2 minutes. Can't see it happening. What time is it next week, Hollywood? They haven't said on Super Rugby's website, but it'll be 7:05, which is the normal, whatever was it, 2 or 3 in the morning for you? Yeah. Chiefs just went for the intercept and missed it. The Canes are actually get their handling going. D-Mac's been sat down for about the 3rd time today. This time by, was that TJ? Can they give up the conversion? They have to shoot for it. There's only 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. And it's a penalty to the Chiefs. That's game. Someone tackle Geordie again. Time for another card. Moen in to get the TMO in. Get the TMO involved. Man. Home crowd is going to be gutted. Chiefs away from home. 2 yellow cards. Unbelievable. Why do they call it grand final? It's just a final. Yeah. Next week at Eden Park. When are tickets going on sales? Tickets go on sale. Slater's failed as HIA, so the Chiefs may be short hooker next week. Man, I get to go to a final. My wife's going to be thrilled. Chiefs have been the best in the last 2 weeks, which is weird because they were pretty average before that. Chiefs Blues is going to be a great final. You're right. That's it. Clock's in the red. See you at the final, Randy, mate. Kick it out. That's game. Chiefs have just done the Blues a massive, massive favour, and they've obviously got themselves through to a final for the 2nd year running. Oh, man. Home final, Grace. That's it. Pretty crazy. We'll see what the injury toll's like, because like I said, the Chiefs lost Tokiaho early. He might be right, but and then HIA for Bradley Slater. So not sure. And then the Blues lost Paddy Tupulotu a fortnight ago. So, and it's not going to be the Crusaders either way. It's going to be the Chiefs or the Blues in the final. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. I put the Chiefs gear up there for a reason, because I was hoping the Chiefs. I honestly thought the Hurricanes would do it at home, but that start from the Chiefs was fantastic, and honestly, the handling from the Canes was just dire. Like, they saved, in that regard, kind of their worst for the big game, didn't they? Days Off Gaming says, might have to go to the final. Come, man, I'll be there. If you see me there, say hello. I'm going to get a ticket, for sure. For sure. When tickets go on sale, got to go buy them. They'll probably be on sale on Monday, but we'll have a look. See me with my dad.
Yeah, very interesting game. Well, the Chiefs have got a pile of injuries. Have they got the depth to test this? Well, maybe. We'll see.
Yes, they do, Gaza.
Looks like Takiao and Slater won't be playing. Looks like they'll have to bring Tyron Thompson and a reserve hooker in. Can they beat us? Well,
yes, they can.
possibly could, probably won't, because I think they've got too many injuries, but we'll just have to see where the outlay of the game comes from. Now, the Chiefs deserve this, and I thought my heart said the Chiefs, but my head said the Hurricanes. I think the Hurricanes are a bit rattled today. It was a very brave, courageous effort by the Chiefs. And we know the Blues want to win the final, so we've got a few injuries, but I think they got a few more. Now the referee, well, I wouldn't normally do this.
Ooh, referee.
But I'm going to leaving him at a 13 because
13.
when Hiranara collided with Satiti, that should have been a yellow card. And I would easily deduct him a point. But overall, his game was pretty good and the linesman. So he stays at 13.
Wow.
He's a bit lucky.
Lucky.
But then sometimes a bit of luck you got to have. But the Chiefs going to beat us in the final. Well, we're going to have to turn up.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll have to see the teams when they're announced on Wednesday, who's in, who's out. Because I think Tagafasi might be out. And I think Dalton might be out. And they've got both their hookers out. The Chiefs. So it will be interesting. And yeah, I think the Chiefs deserve this game. Played extremely. I think the game that won, even though they had the yellow cards and their discipline was a bit hairy, bloody scary, weary. I think they just played with determination, never give up, rugby. And we know the Hurricanes, they played okay, the Hurricanes, but they were a bit rattled. And, you know, the Chiefs just wanted to win it a bit more. Now, don't get me wrong, this Hurricanes team's a bloody good team. And even though they lost today, they didn't have a bad game. They were just outplayed by a better side. They played okay.
That's fair.
So, will it affect the All Blacks selectors' thinking in the way they're going to pick the All Blacks? I don't think so. Scott Robinson is not really a guy that will punish guys for maybe not playing his way well all season. He'll pick on form.
He always calls him Robinson.
He'll pick on experience.
Robertson.
And he'll have guys up his sleeve in case the injuries don't tally out at this time of the game of rugby. And both these teams are going to have
Cheers,
going
Alhambra.
to contribute a lot of All Blacks.
Enjoy Tanzania.
And they deserve to, and so do the Blues. And maybe a few from Canterbury if they're lucky. I don't know about the Highlanders, maybe one or two. But, you know, the Chiefs played the game of their lives. This could have been their final, but I don't know. It could have been their final, but it may not have been. We're going to find out in a week's time. And I just have to watch their discipline, the Chiefs. But I'm happy with the result. I'm happy with their playing.
Home final.
And good luck to the Blues. Next week, they might beat it. They haven't been beaten at Eden Park for a long time, but we know we're going to be in for a game. We know about that. The injury situation for the Chiefs doesn't look that great, but
For us, neither.
they've got a bit of depth, so we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
Gazamania, Rogermania out, bye.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a surprisingly high rating for Gaza for the ref, because likewise, I thought, yeah, it was, I don't want to get on ref stuff, but some of those calls for the yellows and whatnot seemed excessively kind of one way for one and not so for the other, but that might be more the TMO. But yeah, for mine, it was the handling errors of the Canes that was just really, really, really let them down. But Junaid, you're right. My dad does like Angus Gardner. I think it's his favourite of the kind of current refs. Hollywood reckons I've got to take Mini Gaza to see a championship game. I don't think I'm going to take him. Be getting a bit late. And I want to take my camera, which is a totally selfish reason to do it. But then if I'm wandering around filming, then who's going to look after the little man? I don't know. I'll talk to my missus about it. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Blues home final against the Chiefs next week. I will not be doing a live stream because I will be there. I may see if I can jump online for a short time. I don't think Eden Park's Wi-Fi is particularly reliable. I've tried it once before. I may be able to use a chunk of data while I'm there. But like Junaid said, they play horrendous music throughout the time, which gets you copyright troubles as well. So anyway, cheers for coming along, folks. It's good that the Blues get a final at home. I am certainly happy about that. One game to go of this Super Rugby season. But yes, you guys take care of yourselves. Cheers as always for coming along. And yeah, I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.